If you're thinking of moving to Durham in 2024, make sure you watch this first. I'm Alison Wojnarowski with the W Real Estate Group here in the Raleigh-Durham area, and I'm going to give you both the pros and cons of Durham updated for 2024. Let's start with the pros, as there is a lot to love about Durham. Starting off with perhaps Durham's best quality is its food, drink, and entertainment variety. Durham overall has a very boutique, original feel in its offerings. While it still has the chains everybody knows, its downtown is filled with these original and unique styled restaurants that have really drawn people. And it has an incredible diversity of food from different cultures. So regardless of what you like to eat, you'll find something you'll enjoy here. Durham is also known for its cocktail lounges, bars, and breweries. They pair perfectly with the many restaurants around as spaces to go after dinner and are seemingly around every corner. And entertainment-wise, there are tons of small-town style music and performance venues that play anything and everything, along with the Durham Performing Arts Center that brings the larger acts. And for sports lovers, the Durham Bulls offers a great way to spend a summer evening. The next pro builds off of its first, as Durham has transformed its downtown into a really cool space over the past 15 years. Durham's downtown used to be a place to avoid, but now its streets are bustling on weekend nights. It has transformed its American Tobacco campus into a place that's great to just spend the afternoon and hanging out with family. And the Durham Central Park is now host to weekly farmers markets. It has a cool playground for the kids and a skate park. It's really a great space all around. The biggest changes really for 2024 are just that there's more condos and apartments continuing to go up downtown due to the high demand. Speaking of outdoor spaces, the next pro is all about Durham's great recreational spots. If you enjoy hiking, biking, and jogging, Durham is the place for you. The Eno River trails located just northwest of Durham are absolutely amazing and some of the best in the entire area. And the Duke Forest and American Tobacco trails are great as well. But perhaps the best outdoor oasis in the entire area is Duke Gardens. It's a massive place that is immaculately maintained, and it's a perfect place to relax and unwind. Next up, many people choose Durham because it's a very progressive city. Residents of Durham are incredibly accepting of anyone and everyone. Diversity is accepted, appreciated, and celebrated. People are very welcoming, and you'll feel right at home in Durham. Not that the rest of the Raleigh area is not, but Durham is especially progressive in celebrating diversity. And the last pro, Durham is a great place for techies. For those in the technology, engineering, and research industry, there are tons of jobs in Durham. It's home to the world-famous Research Triangle Park, which is the nation's largest technological R&D park and is home to over 250 companies, including IBM, Microsoft, Lenovo, and so much more. Apple, Google, and Meta are also opening up campuses here as well. And the area was the 5th hottest job market in the country this past year. Another benefit of living in Durham, if you work in RTP, is you end up with a pretty easy commute compared to most, as you're going the opposite way of major traffic. Now let's take a look at some of the cons. The first con are the public schools in Durham, as they are not known to be the best. If you take a look at the schools on niche or great schools, you'll see what I mean. And there have been some pretty severe bus driver shortages there lately as well. Now, there are plenty of people who will say that they have had no issue, but there are also many people who end up going to charter or private options. If you move to Durham, I would encourage you to do your own research on the schools, and I can get you in contact with a reputable school advisor. Next up, Durham has higher property taxes than Raleigh and much of the neighboring Wake County. Durham County is about 10 cents per $100 of property value higher than Wake County, while the city of Durham is also about the same amount higher than the city of Raleigh. So on an equivalent $400,000 house, you end up paying nearly $900 extra in property taxes annually in Durham than if you lived in Raleigh. Moving on, Durham has always been known as a city with a higher crime rate. And it's true in some regards, as Durham was recently ranked 6th in the nation for having the highest homicide rates. But Durham's crime has actually gotten much better over the years, especially as downtown has gone through its transformation. And many of Durham's other violent crime numbers have been going down year after year. If you talk to most Durham residents, they will say they have never had an issue with Durham and have always felt safe. There are just a few very rough areas that you want to know to stay away from that are usually south and east of downtown. And the last con is Durham has had a hard time escaping its reputation in the area. Before Durham's transformation, it did not have the best reputation due to its high crime rate and feeling run down. It has really turned the corner, and you would be hard-pressed to find anyone living in Durham who doesn't absolutely love it. But others in the greater Raleigh and Chapel Hill area don't necessarily have the same feel. When you tell people you live in Durham, you could be greeted with a sly remark or a mention of the crime. So it's a stereotype that you may have to fight from time to time. But overall, if you can handle those cons, Durham is an absolutely amazing place to live, and is why it's currently right up there with Raleigh as the number 3 best place to live in the country. If you need any real estate assistance in Durham or the greater Raleigh area, please don't hesitate to reach out, as our team would love to help you. I'm Alison Wojnarowski, and thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.